Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Band of Bards live stream. This is my first time hosting, so be nice. I'm Elyse Russell. I'm a bard and the author of Sentience. And I have with me today some of the ladies on a project I'm very excited to bring to you, The Dark Side of Purity. It is a hybrid anthology, 2 volumes, and it has comics, prose, illustrated prose, poetry, mixed media art, lots of ways to tell stories. And it's over 30 women have come together, and it's a dark speculative take on the theme of how we really feel about society's obsession with purity and chastity. We were supposed to publish this next year, but in light of recent political events, um, Tim from Band of Bards asked us if we would be willing to fast track this and donate the proceeds of sales of this book to a charity. And I asked all of the creators involved, and every single person said, hell yeah. So let's introduce you to a couple of the creators that I've got here with me. We have writer Cynthia McDonald. Say hi, Cindy.
Hello.
Poet Jordan Alyssa Duncan. And writer Robin Singer.
Hello.
Who is also a bard. And the author
The
of
OG
Final
bard, you
Gamble.
might say.
Yes, and the author of Final Gamble. So thank you very much for joining me tonight, ladies.
Good to be here.
I don't know how to see if anyone's watching. I don't think anyone is yet. Nope, 0 viewers. I hope that they can see this.
How can we share this? Maybe we can get some more people on board.
Is it supposed to pop up on the BOB Twitter?
It is. You want to check and see if it's there?
None of us can go off without.
Okay, here, hold on. Don't pay attention to my face right now because it's the face.
Because you're making
typing. It is on the Band of Bards page. I can see myself delayed. Oh, that's odd.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna retweet that. There we go. Now some more people might see it. But anyway, it's also being recording. It's also being recorded so people can come back and watch. Anyways, so this is a very heavy topic and also a very timely one. And I wanted to know why each of you decided to come aboard. So why don't we start with, let's start with Robin. Why did you decide to join the dark side of purity apart from peer pressure?
Well, first off, yes, Elyse, you are my ride or die, so of course I had to join. But on a more serious note, I did feel it was very important that this project had a trans perspective to it. I am not the only trans creator involved in the project, but I am the only trans writer to my knowledge. Is that still correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that what I bring to the table with my story is something unique among the anthology, and that it'll connect with a lot of people, I think.
I hope so. And it's also, I don't think I've ever seen, in fiction at least, a trans perspective on this particular topic. So I think that that's very important and needed for people to hear. So I'm glad that you are with us. And what is the title of your story?
The title of my story is Husband of the Night. It is a trans vampire story.
Ooh, badass. And it's being illustrated. by Sarah Allen Reed. And
Sarah, oh, sorry, you'll do.
Oh, she's been posting updates on her progress. So if you ever check her out on Twitter.
Her work is absolutely gorgeous and everyone should follow her.
The detail is stunning. Really stunning. Now, who do I want to pick on next? Jordan. Hi. Tell us why this topic resonated with you and made you want to.
Besides being a woman and just getting everything that entails. I grew up in a very misogynistic religious area. So like this is stuff I hear every single day. I'm like awash in it. So yeah. So when Ro came on board and asked if I wanted to, get involved in this, I was like, yes.
Yeah. Yep. And what is the title of your poem?
Legacy.
Mm-hmm. And it's a longer one.
It's a very long poem.
It's beautiful. I like long poems personally. I like short poems too. But yeah, I used to write poems that went on for like 6 pages because, I didn't have an editor. Okay, Cindy.
Yes.
Why did you decide to join us apart from peer pressure?
Well, kind of a few reasons. Like I had a pretty traumatic childhood and I carried that most of my life, and that is in my writing a lot. And I also used to live in one of the most misogynistic parts of the country and experienced a ton of misogyny and a ton of...
Is the Midwest?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in the Midwest too.
Yeah.
Oh, the South.
Yeah.
So, oof.
Yeah. There's no getting away from it in a lot of the country. And just, I mean, most of my life has been dealing with that and how we're viewed by men and even sometimes other women, especially if there's a lot of, I would say, religion involved, or, that's a huge part of it. Yeah. And so when you came to me about the project, I was like, yes, I think that this needs to be expressed and explored and shared. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And what's your title? I feel weird asking this because, of course, I know.
Right? Yeah,
but for the
yeah.
audience, what is the title of your story?
Yeah, the title of my story is The House of Cups, and it's filled with rage.
Yeah, it is.
I think that describes most of our stories.
I think it might be the most graphic story that we have thus far.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now looking forward to it.
It is violent and rage-filled, and
I
has a revolutionary spirit.
And I guess that's kind of how I have always felt when it comes to the way things. I mean, I've always wanted to like strike back and strike out when it comes to how I've been treated and things like that. And I was like, if girls, especially if girls that are held back and treated the way that we are, could get back at that and strike out. I mean, especially the way even around the world women are mistreated and just controlled. I mean, if we could break free of that control and take down the oppressors, I guess that's what my story is about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And retaliation. Yeah.
Was it difficult for you to write, or did it just?
I'm an organic creator, so stuff just when I get an idea and I write, I just run with it. So I probably wrote it in about a day and a half, 2 days.
Yeah, you're a super fast writer.
Yeah, I write pretty fast. So it just came out really fast. And then the editing, of course, is like takes a little bit longer, but yeah, it was there pretty quickly. I was ready to let that all out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it took me like 5 drafts to get my story right.
You know
what?
Sometimes
Everybody
that's
creates
necessary.
their own pace. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know, it got there, and it's part of the anthology, and it's beautiful, and I love them all. They're like my little creepy kittens in a basket. All these
You were
stories.
coming up with that metaphor on the spot, and you had no idea where you were going with that.
Oh no, you can watch it happening on my face. Like they're like, what are they? Then I just pictured like a little basket of kittens, but some of these
silent and angry.
Like yeah, but
like
they're angry and
kittens like this.
kind of
like
creepy
angry
and like
claws
you know,
out kittens.
Horror and dark fantasy.
Yeah.
There's a vampire kitten in there.
I mean, I read both of the other pieces and they're great. I loved them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were awesome. Yeah.
Yep, we're going to be doing some more sharing of the stories.
Yeah.
So that people can see. Yeah. Although you guys have been privy to all of the art updates. So
yeah,
just
the
today,
art
Band of Bards showed the first variant cover. And that one is by Yasmin Flores, and it's gorgeous. So if you have Twitter, you should go and check it out on the Band of Bards page. And if I knew how to put the link up, I totally would, but I don't. So just bear with me and Google. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
I said, or go on Twitter and just look up Band of Bards.
Yeah, just look at Band of Bards. Yeah. Like you can find it. I have faith in you.
It's a beautiful cover. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
So what kind of works have you guys done in the past? Let's start with Jordan this time.
Oh, thanks.
Tell us about your writing journey.
Published, I only have poetry published with Quill and Crow right now, and I have some poetry in Crow Calls, and I've also got some in Haunted. So this is going to be my first anthology outside of Quill and Crow that I'm published in. Fairly newbie writer, I guess, in terms of publishing, but I've been writing novel-length fiction for years and years, and I'm rewriting that right now. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been in, trying to get published?
Trying to get published since college a couple years ago, so I haven't been at it long, actually.
College was a couple years ago?
I was like, what?
Wait, am I not the baby here? No, I'm always baby. What am I talking about?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
it. Yeah, someone told me the other day they felt old because they were turning 30, and I was just like,
my God. 30. That's cool, Jordan. I think that's really neat.
How did you find Quill and Crow then? Did you see a submission call or?
Actually, I started a book blog. Cassandra submitted her first novel to me for review, and right after that,
hold on. You're breaking up quite a bit for me.
Okay.
I can't hear you. No, Jordan, come back.
Yeah, she froze up.
Come back. Oh, there she is. Okay,
now
now we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes.
Start over. Rewind.
Okay, so I started a book blog, and Cassandra actually submitted her first novel to me for review, and I just got to talking to her and then got involved in Quill and Crow stuff. I did some editing for them for a while. So yeah, kind of been with them from the start.
Nice. Very serendipitous.
Yes, it just all came together.
Yeah, just meant to be.
Yeah.
And then you met Ro through Quill and Crow, and
then she invited me on to this. Yeah, I met so many people through
networking.
I'm this little introvert, and I don't really talk to anybody. So I'm like, who are all these people?
I used to be an introvert, but I forced myself to not be once I found out that in order to get published, you have to have an online presence.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
what
that's
happened
where
to
I
the
was.
reclusive writer like cliche?
Right? Yeah. Don't we get the
Yeah.
hide? Yeah.
So, Robin, you have published Final Gamble. What else have you been working on, and what do you have in the works?
I'll just give a little background. I've been doing serious writing since I was 16. I did a weekly 100 chapter web serial. It was very, very bad, but it helped me learn a lot.
Gimme,
Um,
gimme.
After that, I went to school
No.
to study playwriting and screenwriting. Got a bachelor's in that. As you said, I am the writer of Final Gamble. The first issue is out now. Work on issue 2 is coming along, and all issues will be distributed nationwide by Diamond, which is wild.
So
Wow.
great.
Beyond that, I am currently working on my sci-fi trilogy, the Ricochet trilogy, being published by Cinnabar Moth.
Hmm.
It is an autistic lesbian space opera, which is basically me in a nutshell.
And when is the first installment supposed to come out?
First installment, Sunrisers, is coming out in November of this year.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. So they're probably gonna start working on the cover.
Yeah, that should be getting revealed soon.
Oh, that's so. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Oh, okay. Gosh, covers are so exciting. I always love seeing cover reveals. So Cindy, what is your publishing past? Tell us your writing journey.
History? Yeah, okay. I have a lot of writing published, but well, four of my books were self-published. I have 2 memoirs and 2 books on American history, self-published, and then I have 1 novel published. It's a young adult fantasy, and then currently I have the second in the fantasy trilogy done, the third one almost done, and I just started a horror novel. And I, yeah, and I probably have, and I think I published 1, 2, 3, 4 anthologies. Maybe it's 5. Maybe 5 anthologies before this one. And I've sold, I think, 17 short stories total.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
I think I've sold about 12.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot.
I have no idea how many I've sold.
Yeah.
You've written
I
a
have a list
ridiculous
somewhere.
amount of short stories.
Yeah. I tend to prefer, when I'm doing prose, I tend to prefer short form, short stories, because I like the challenge of creating an entire arc in a small space and fleshing out characters with a limit. I think it's an interesting challenge. But yeah, comic script writing is my favorite.
Nice.
Jordan, do you prefer prose or poetry?
Prose, actually, so I'm shocked that I have all this poetry out there.
Have you ever written a short story, or do you prefer novels?
I actually prefer novels. Every time I try to start a short story, it's like, oh, that's 3 chapters of my new novel. Okay, we'll put that in.
See, that was me until Elyse forced me to start writing short stories.
Forced, whatever. I don't do that.
Inspired you.
Oh yeah, that's so much nicer.
If you can inspire me, that would be great, because everywhere wants short stories and I'm so bad at them.
I can definitely do that.
Yeah, just harass me until I make something.
Well, next time I curate a prose anthology, I will come knocking on your door and say, hey, yo, I want a short story from you, and you don't have a choice. I'm just kidding, you do. I can't even say that.
What you did to me?
Yeah.
That's what you did to me. Like, I want to restore you after that one.
Yep. Yep.
That's what it felt like.
That's how I show my love and my appreciation for talent. Hey, I want some of that in my stuff now too.
All right.
Share.
I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're breaking up. What happened?
I am?
Yeah.
You were first.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Carry on without me.
Yeah. I'm not taking over your hosting job. Oh, you got family watching. You take your money.
It's okay.
Really? No. Why I have to move? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. It's gone.
Were you asking?
I had a brain fart. I don't know. What are we doing? I don't know.
All right, I have to move. Hang on.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
You can. Yeah, you're fine.
Where am I moving to? I'm gonna move right here.
I don't know.
This is my new. This is my.
Like hiding it in a closet.
I'm gonna have a fan behind my head.
That's okay. If you center yourself right, though, it kind of looks like your hair or a tiara or something. Like not tiara, but like.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's cool.
You're a really cool headpiece.
Spinning clock and the spinning fan. Yeah. All right. Well, we're okay. I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
All good.
Hopefully.
So our Kickstarter launches on the 6th.
Monday, yeah.
That's
fast.
on Monday.
We came up fast.
So fast. Well, yeah, especially when like we were all just kind of like, yeah, we're gonna publish this next year. We got time. We're good. And then it's like, how would you like to do 6 months worth of work in 1 month?
Right.
Yes.
Get it done. Yeah.
Battle.
I think for the artists, like do this now. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
For the artists, it was like, get this done.
Yeah. Their hands are going to be like in little slings by the time this is over.
For the writers, it was like, well, we can write this, get it done. You know, but for the artists, it's like, draw this. Get all this art done. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I think they're having fun with it, though. And
like
a couple of them have told me that they create best when they've got like a fire lit under their ass. So, it's a fire. Here you go.
Right. Deadlines.
Yes.
No.
Do you guys like deadlines?
I do like deadlines.
I like deadlines.
Yeah.
You tell me I have to get done by a certain time. I'm like, okay, now I have to buckle down and get it done. Yeah, I'll get it done.
Definitely.
This is kind of the ultimate deadline now.
Yeah, I need better light. I like there we go. Let me get some daylight. Yeah, probably that one. Sorry. Yeah, I like that one. There we go. Thank you.
Good.
All right. Yeah.
Let's see. What was I going to talk about next? I had a list. I wrote a list. I totally did. I have no idea where it is.
You gave us an agenda.
I'm like the most prepared host on the planet. Let's see. Maybe it's over here. Nope. Well,
you didn't write it down.
I did write it down. I feel like I deserve credit for that. I made a list of topics to talk about. I totally did. But yeah. So what do you guys think? This has been a lot of creators to work with. Do you like being in such a big group, or do you prefer writing by yourself? Because I thrive on collaboration. I love spitballing ideas.
Are you serious? Yes. Sorry.
Jeez, man. Come on, we're trying to do a live stream here.
Mixing a drink, baby. Just mixing a drink.
I told you this was gonna happen.
Tell him he's got to mix you a drink.
Sadly, I can't drink. Isn't that the worst? Yeah.
Oh,
No, yeah. Actually, the collaboration thing, when you were asking about that, I typically am not a big like, oh, let's work as a team thing, but this has been a ton of fun.
yeah.
I've really been enjoying it. Yeah.
I've been wondering what everybody else was thinking about it. What it's like working with a lot of people.
I mean, I think we've had a couple little stutter steps, but overall, I think it's been really fun interacting with everybody, figuring things out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did accidentally blow up that turtle, though, and he will be masked.
What turtle?
Turtle? What turtle?
What turtle?
Abort joke.
I'm so sorry. I don't know.
Sorry, Robin.
It's just like 3 blank stares. Deer in headlights. Oh gosh, I should know this. What turtle?
I know. I was like, I'm saying what turtle. Explain the turtle.
You're not gonna clue us in, are you?
No, I was just saying because she mentioned that there were missteps, so I was just like saying a really silly one.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Autism.
No, you're okay. You're okay. I'm sorry, this led me on a tangent. You said turtle, and I immediately was like, okay, I found a baby snapping turtle in my yard the other day.
Aww.
And it was so small and so like dangerous. It was adorable, and it had this like really long tail, and you pick it up by the tail, and it's like, no, fuck you. It's like trying to bite you.
This little tiny mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my random thing for the day.
Random amphibious reptilian
I had a
story.
hummingbird fly in my house too. I feel like nature
In your house?
It just flew into my house, and I was like, "Oh no, sweetheart, you have limited energy. You must get back outside." I had to like get it back out there, and now we've got this baby mourning dove, well, fledgling, and it's just sitting on the railing out here, and its parents keep coming and like hawking up food into its mouth. So yeah, it's like nature center over here.
I actually had two white doves land in my yard today. I was excited about that.
White
that was
doves? Wow.
Yeah, they were white.
That's got to be like a symbol of something. You know, tying it back into what we're actually here for. The white dove is a symbol of purity. I find it interesting that a lot of the symbols of purity are all just white and just kind of weak and boring. like a little white lamb, a white unicorn, a white rose that gets squished.
Oh, I love the unicorn cover we have.
Oh my god!
Yeah, great.
I like that her eye, her finger is kind of like stuck in its eye.
I know. It's like,
gotta feel a little bit like ew, like a gummy bear that's been melted in the microwave or something. It's just such a sensory image for me.
It is. Yeah. Like even the dove one to me, like, I mean, have you ever? I mean, this is a horrible question. Have you ever held a dead bloody bird?
No. I've held lots of dead animals because I used to work.
I used to hunt, and we hunted turkeys and stuff, and we used to raise chickens. But like, if you have a dead bloody bird, like they're warm, and then the blood is really sticky, and it gets in the feathers, and like the sensation of like the bloody, sticky, warm feathers is really weird. So like the cover with the dove, I was just like that sensation is really
her very visceral. Her covers are very visceral for this anthology, and I am here for it.
Yeah,
that's the word I was trying to think.
I thought that was both of them. I was just like,
just damn, yeah. We have one more variant cover that we will be revealing as well, and I'm very excited for that. And just all these beautiful covers and 2 volumes. It's gonna look so cool on our bookshelves and on your bookshelves, viewers who are totally here too.
When you-
I just remembered you're here.
By the way, you people who are watching this,
Yeah.
They're humans.
Yeah. Chris showed me pictures of what, like the little mock-up pictures of what they'll look like as books, the pages and the covers, and
yeah.
I was so excited when I saw
my
those.
heart. Yeah,
Those were exciting.
it just really makes it all feel so real.
I know.
does.
I love the water one. Makes me think of the Dead Marshes in Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Oh yeah, with the
All the
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do I go to nerd jail for not having seen that?
Yes.
Yes.
That's you.
What?
You haven't seen Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
there's a-
What?
Oh, I feel like we need to do
No,
a
not at
movie
all.
night now.
Have you
That
read
would be
Lord of
one
the Rings?
hell of a movie
No,
night.
I watched like the first half hour when I was a kid, and that's that.
When you were
Have you read them?
No.
Oh, what?
There's a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of cool
Kicked
stuff.
out of the nerd
Also,
club.
yeah, just to remind you all how young I am,
Versions.
I was a kid when that movie came out.
You saw me
Stop
stutter over that for a second. Like, when you were a kid? What? Oh. Well, no,
I hit my brain and I was like, I'm ignoring that. That's I saw them in the theater when they came out.
I saw the last one in theaters, I think. The first one I watched, we rented it and we watched it with my grandparents, which was just a total like mistake because they're going, "What's happening? Why would they do that?" You know, the whole time.
What's really funny is like I grew up reading the books like from like when I was a kid. I read them like every year, and my brother-in-law went to see the first movie in the theater, and when we saw him afterwards, like, what'd you think of it? He's like, it just ends. Like it just ends. Like what happens next? I'm like, well, there's 3 books, and he was like, what? Nobody told me that. I'm like, everybody knows that. And he was like,
Well,
who knows that?
4 books, technically 5.
So
Well, yeah. Well, if you count the Silmarillion and
Yeah,
the Hobbit,
I do.
I don't know.
You do.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I know.
even though you haven't
yeah.
read them, you count them.
You can't
Like, you're
count
a
them.
superior nerd
I've
over there,
read a
like,
lot
what?
about them. I just haven't read them.
Okay.
That's what you can't count if you haven't read them.
Two Towers was my favorite
Huh?
Yeah.
because I love that moment when Gandalf comes over the hill with all the
Yeah.
others.
Yeah. The 2 Towers is, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I, you know me.
Well,
I compare everything in publishing to medieval warfare. So anything that's like the charge of the vanguard is just like gonna get me.
To me, the worst part is, and it's kind of sad because I do really love Sam. The worst part for me is when they spend all that time traveling through Mordor.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! I was just waiting for Gollum's ball sack to fall out of that tiny little loincloth. I was just like,
honestly,
ooh, it's so
I
close.
do-
It's just like
Yeah. And I do not like Frodo.
Frodo.
He is so weak and whiny. If Sam is the hero, sorry,
Sam
Sam's the hero.
is. Yeah.
Sam literally carries him up the hill at the end because he can't.
He was a ring bearer for a
right
while.
up the mountain. Yeah.
Robin's just like, I can't contribute to this.
Yeah.
No, I was actually just
What is
thinking, I'd love to see these movies. A movie night with all of you sounds like a lot of fun.
That
But
would
I'm
be
just
like a
thinking-
movie week.
And it's 12, it's like 12, 13 hours of movies.
I mean, are we doing the extended
Yeah.
versions? Like
extended versions. You have to watch the extended versions, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I was
Basically,
thinking,
look at it this way, Robin. Frodo in Lord of the Rings is basically Luke in Star Wars. It'll whine and
so
cry
I
the whole
hate
time.
him.
Yeah,
hey.
just a whiny baby. Yeah.
See, I don't hate Luke because he's whiny, because I love Anakin. I just find Luke boring.
Yeah.
Anakin?
Yeah, same.
You know what? The Star Wars movies are all about women as heroes. Women are the heroes throughout the entire Star Wars movies. They are. Yeah. Yeah. Padme, Leia, in Rogue One. In Rogue One, it's
Poor Padme.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, the women are the heroes all the way through, and then you got Rey at the end. Yeah. The men are all whiny babies. My Anakin is okay.
Except for
but,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
except for
Obi-Wan has
Obi-Wan.
done literally nothing
prejudiced, though,
wrong.
because I
Actually,
think
no,
Amy
Obi-Wan did
River's hot.
everything wrong, but
Right, yeah.
character's
Yeah, but-
good. He's made a lot of bad choices.
And then you got Ahsoka now too. So yeah, the women are all the heroes.
Oh, I love
Are
it.
any of you familiar with Dr. Shelley Afra?
Mm-mm.
She's the star of her own comic in the Star Wars line. She is a rogue archaeologist who started off as a Darth Vader fangirl and minion. Basically, she cares about finding old artifacts and profiting, and will backstab and kill literally anyone with a smile on her face to get them.
Sounds interesting.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, really.
I have not been drinking, just for the record. It was just a random hiccup.
Yeah, we're talking about that badass archaeologist.
Yeah.
Exciting.
No, she's gotten over 60 solo comic issues at this point. She's really popular.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
She'll probably get a TV show soon.
That'd be awesome.
Wow.
Now I feel like I have to read the comics before the TV show,
Oh,
so I can
please
be a
do
proper
it.
nerd.
Yeah.
You got to know what's going on.
Okay, I have 2 choices for you, ladies. Are you ready for your choices?
Oh dear.
We're going to play Mad Libs because I have you here as a captive audience, and I want to play some Mad Libs. We have Dungeons and Dragons Mad Libs, or perhaps more on theme, My Bleeping Family Mad Libs.
Okay, this might seem like an odd, obvious question, but it will determine my vote.
I'm sorry.
Which of them is Huh?
Okay, no, sorry. Go on.
Which of them is hornier?
Well, Tiamat has horns.
I mean, we can make either one horny if you want. That's the beauty of
It
that.
depends on what words you use, technically, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna put any rules in place as to what words you guys can supply.
Mistake.
Oh no, not a mistake. Let me see if I can find a kind of shorter one. Wait, what's the vote? Who wants
What do you want, Jordan?
Dungeons and Dragons?
I've got to go with Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a total nerd.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons sounds
I
fun.
grew up watching
Yeah.
cartoons.
Let me find one that's on the shorter end of things,
Yeah.
and then we will get into
When I was a kid, I watched the cartoon Dungeons and Dragons. That's how I know that's Tiamat.
Ooh.
Okay,
I've
I
never
kind
seen
of love
the
this because of
cartoon.
reruns. We grew up on one of the same shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
That's
watched
good.
this show all the time as a kid.
Okay. This one
It was a
isn't
good- it was a good
necessarily
cartoon.
short, but it's about one of my favorite things, which is just dragons. So it's called Monster
Really?
Break.
You like dragons? I never
Shut
would have
up.
guessed.
What?
Shut up.
What on you?
I'm a secret Targaryen. Monster Manual Dragon.
I don't think it's a secret. Everybody knows.
It's true. That's
Everybody
true.
knows
I'm
you're
very,
Targaryen.
very fire and blood.
Yep.
Which this anthology is too. So there.
I have
This
to
is me,
ask.
like, so
Really?
Did we unlock the salamander?
Oh, let me look. Yeah, we were supposed to get to 90 followers,
Yeah.
and then we get to see the salamander, which will be after Mad Libs. Oh, did we do it? 89 people. Okay, you know what?
Oh,
You know what? It's okay. I'm
One.
going to show you guys the salamander anyway because
Okay.
I love it.
Salamander,
deserve
salamander.
well, you know what?
All of your hard work.
Robin wanted
reward is
horny, and now you're talking about showing the salamander.
I love salamander so much.
They're amazing. They're like,
They are
yeah,
cute.
they're just great
Aw.
under dragons for me.
Exactly. They're like little baby dragons. I want one so bad.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're cute.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you each. Here's how we're gonna do this. Do you have Discord open? Just when I ask for a word. Oh, you don't?
No,
I think you can send me.
I can't open Discord while I'm in this.
There's a private chat.
Oh yeah,
Although
we do
then
have
you'll
that.
see each other's answers. Twitter. Twitter or Discord?
I've got you
Well,
on
I'm-
private Discord, so
I
I've
have
got my
private
laptop. I use 2 devices. I can make this work.
Make it work.
yeah.
We will play Mad Libs.
Okay. I'm good.
Fire and Blood. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to give you your cues. You message them to me. I will write them down in the book. When we get to the end, I will read it out loud for everyone's enjoyment and intense amusement, probably. And like I said, there's no rules. Use swear words, use filthy words. I don't think
Yay.
that, like, what's the worst they're going to do? Like, Tim's going to be like, you can't host anymore because it was just, I don't think he's going to do that.
Too much.
It was too much. You played a rowdy game of Mad Libs and now you're banned.
Banned for Mad Libs.
No more Mad Libs for you. Okay, let's start with, do you guys all have Discord open then?
Yeah.
Or are you working on it?
Yeah.
Got it?
I have
Good.
Discord for the private chat.
Okay, let's start with Cindy. Give me
Okay.
a verb. Jordan, adjective.
Oh no.
Robin, animal. I'm sorry. I'm going to be reacting like that to every single.
Of course you are. Yeah.
Okay.
What? Okay.
What? Do you not have those?
I know what they are, but we don't have them.
I got them all the time.
Ooh, I got a cat hair in my mouth. Sorry. Okay. Cindy, plural noun. Jordan, adjective. You're just going to get all the adjectives. Robin, noun.
It's like writing before I have to edit them out.
Right. Throw stuff in there.
Okay.
This is always the best part of Mad Libs, was making the person filling it all in right laugh really hard, and then while they were trying to
You just get to see my reactions to everything.
Yeah.
Okay, Cindy, verb.
A
Jordan,
verb.
you can guess it.
Oh
Adjective.
no. Oh no. I'm running out.
We could switch it. Robin, do an adjective, and Jordan, do a color.
Oh no. I had an adjective. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you did. Well, save it because I bet your next one will be an adjective.
Did you give me one, or I don't have to do anything yet? Right.
I got yours.
Okay, good. I couldn't remember. Sorry, my memory's not great.
I'm sorry. Okay, Cindy, occupation. Jordan, adjective.
I'm freezing.
Robin,
I'm sorry.
verb.
Verb, you said?
Verb.
Just went blank.
I know. I was like, what?
I don't know.
So much pressure.
You don't have to go this fast. You guys are really firing them off. It's great.
Well, you're gonna have to wait on me because I went blank.
That's totally fine.
Oh, I got one. No, don't autocorrect me. That's a word. Close enough.
Okay. Just a couple more. Cindy, animal, plural. Jordan, verb ending in ing.
Oh,
And Robin, part of the body. Man, Cindy, you were like, bam.
Well, you know, there's a reason.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, 2 more. Cindy, noun. And Jordan, exclamation.
Oh. I'm gonna leave out heavens to Betsy, but
Oh, come
could have
on.
used it.
What about Gad? That's my second favorite.
Egad?
Gad.
What about the hell you say?
I declare. Did you just like, is that one you actually used, Jordan, or did you just totally
I'm
pull it
gonna
from
have
your
to
ass?
now. I'm
I
gonna
mean, yeah, now you're going to be held
trademarking it
accountable.
now.
Okay. Are you ready? Monster Manual, Dragons. It's called Dungeons and Dragons, so let's take a moment to puke these squiggly creatures in detail. Dragons are an iconic type of giant camelback cricket that are often encountered as enemies and less commonly encountered as true bananas. Metallic dragons are horny and noble, while evil chromatic dragons will burn your moan to a crisp without question. You can't sniff a book by its cover, but that doesn't apply to dragons. Red dragons are known for their agonizing nature and evil temperaments, while puke green dragons are known to have the personality of a lawful bus driver. Dragons postulate longer than humanoids, so they consider themselves to be off-putting beings. Most think humans are as dumb as a barrel of giraffes. That's probably pretty dumb. But no matter what type of dragon you meet, one thing is certain. Fornicating one face to Cossacks will be a marijuana to remember. Zeus on a flaming trolley. That was very random, ladies. Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Really sad that turned out to be an insult for giraffes.
I don't know how intelligent giraffes are. They can reach their ears with their tongue, though. They can literally, like, they could clean out their ears with their tongue if they wanted to.
They can kill a lion.
The more you know. Speaking
I didn't
of,
see the little star go over your head.
oh, you didn't see it? It was there.
No.
It was there. It was just went off screen. Speaking of educational nature moments, we are close enough to 90 that I feel I can bring in our guest star. Let me find her. Her name is Jam, and she is a redback salamander, but she is a dark morph, so she doesn't have a redback. She's just all dark. And she's totally knocked up, guys. Oh,
A
here she
pregnant
is.
salamander. Did not
She's
have that on my
pregnant.
identity today.
She's preggo. Oh.
She's kind of small. Ooh. And she totally supports reproductive rights. Okay, let's see here. This is Gem.
Oh.
There she is. Isn't she cute?
So cute.
And fast. So you can see that she's a little bit rotund.
Wow.
Because she's got a bunch
A
of
little
eggs.
female.
Look at her eyes. Let me get her closer.
Just want
Look
to
at her
pet
go.
go.
This is really hard to do.
Look at her. She's like, I don't want to be on screen.
No, I'm.
Oh,
no.
look at her little eyes.
There she is. Now she's looking right at you. Look at her little eyes. Her toes are so tiny,
cute.
guys.
Wow.
Yep. So we have her. She's a native species. So, don't fall, sweetheart. No. Oop. I caught
Not
her.
in your condition.
I got her. Okay, let's put you back. Get in there. There. Okay.
The
take a
90
nap.
reward. -1.
Take a nap. There. Get back under your leaves. Okay. So she's a native species, very stable species. They're not endangered or anything. And we have her just for a short little while because I'm a total nerd and I'm teaching my kids about vernal pools and about amphibians. So
Aww.
her species is interesting because it's one of the few amphibians that does not lay their eggs in water. They just lay their eggs on land, and they
Bless
give
you.
parental
Thank you.
care. So she will take care of her babies. So she'll lay a little clump of eggs, and then she'll curl around them and take care of them until they hatch. Make sure they stay moist. And then when they come out, they're like
Moist.
they're just moist crevices. They're just like super dinky when they come out. So we'll have little baby gems.
Please take
Soon,
pictures.
I hope. I will take
Yeah,
pictures
we
of the egg.
need-
I don't know how long they take to hatch, but yeah. So we'll
We
have
should
her
find out.
as soon as the eggs hatch. Then we'll put them back in our forest. And then we also have some spotted salamander larvae, which would be a lot harder to show you because they kind of live in muck and they're aquatic. So, but that's what's in the nasty pond water behind me that my husband is so thrilled to have in the house. I've always had weird creatures.
Muck habitat.
Muck habitat. I remember one time when I was a kid, because I used to have, I just always had animals in my room. I had spiders and fish and frogs and caterpillars and just like jars of animals everywhere. And one time I got trilobite eggs, which they're kind of like little mini horseshoe crabs. They've been around since the time of the dinosaurs, but they like to live in like really murky, muddy water. And like when they swim around in it, you can kind of hear them like, when they're big enough. So I had this big tub of them. It's just mud. And my mom never went in my room for obvious reasons. But one day she did, looking for me, and she walked in and like she heard them like in the mud. And she kind of just like
freaked out.
Cece, what's that? I was like, oh, nothing, Ma. Science. It's science.
Science.
How you
She was
explain
so happy
everything
when I
awkward.
moved out.
It's science.
It's just science. That's all it is. It's prehistoric gunge.
That's interesting.
So it is now just about 9 o'clock, which means we are at our hour mark. And I promised you ladies that I would not keep you past an hour. So I would like to thank you for joining me so that I didn't have to just sit here by myself my first time hosting. So thank you very much. And everybody watching, please follow our Kickstarter, because the more pre-launch followers we have, the more likely we'll get that beautiful project we love button from Kickstarter, which gives us just more scope viewership.
Oh, hell, the algorithm.
Please help us with the algorithm because we want people to see this. And yeah, give us a follow. Follow Cindy and Jordan and Robin and me on Twitter, and you will stay updated. And
Should we all give our Twitter handles?
Beautiful. Yes. Twitter handles. Go. Start, Robin, because it was your suggestion.
Yeah.
You can follow me at Robin L. Singer.
Okay. Jordan.
You can follow me at J.A. Duncan.
Cindy.
Mixcindy72.
And I am Elyse Russell 13. ELYSERUSSELL 13. I am the brave little teapot. And I spill the tea. Still working on that catchphrase.
No, I like it.
I like it too, yeah.
I think I need
I
to
like it.
deliver it with perhaps a bit more pizzazz. I'll
But like have a
think of
logo with a cute little teapot that's tipping
I know, I
over,
want
but it's
one.
really angry and steamy.
that. Or like it's got a little tongue sticking out of its spout, like
Yeah, or all of it.
yeah.
Entertaining. Maybe the angry little teapot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'm an angry little teapot, but usually I'm just like a tired little teapot because I do too much shit. Or a hungry little teapot because I want cookies. Okay,
You
but
do like your cookies.
I do.
Yeah,
I don't have any in the house right now. I don't know what to do with myself when I get off this live stream. I'm just gonna go stare at my cupboard where there's no cookies. The dog starts whining.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, that sounds terrible.
I feel that. Like, I don't have any story.
Cookies. I'm like, what? No cookies? No. You come back.
That's exactly
No, I
the
don't.
sound I make when there's none in the pantry.
I don't have cookies here right now. Yeah, she does have cookies here.
She does.
She does have cookies here.
Just kidding.
Stop it.
Okay, well, everybody have a good night, and thank you for joining me. And follow us. Follow us.
Yeah.
One of us.
Join us.
One of us. Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Good night.